Usually I wouldn't talk about the current events. But this is such a tragedy that needs to be talked about. In the morning hours on 3rd May 2023, 13-year-old boy started shooting at the school. We learned that he is 7th grade student that went to Vladislav Ribnikar school in Belgrade, Serbia. Even from his blurred photo, you can see he's still a child. His age makes the tragedy even worse. Someone so young shouldn't be able to commit such a crime. This is the first mass shooting in a school in Serbia. In the past, Serbia had one mass shooting per decade. In all past cases, the shooters were adult men. This time, the shooter is a boy named Costa. He killed 9 children, 8 girls and 1 boy, and security guard named Dragan. Dragan died doing his job. Murdered kids were born in 2009, 2010 and 2011. 6 more children were wounded, 4 boys and 2 girls. Female history teacher was also wounded. After he finished shooting, Costa himself called the police. Now we come to the first major issue. Costa cannot be charged for murders. Serbian law says that a person under the age of 14 is not criminally responsible. This law has to be changed. The age has to be lowered. This isn't the first case that a person under the age of 14 commits a crime. In 2016, in Novi Sad, a group of 12-year-old boys set a homeless person on fire. The homeless man died and the murderers walked free. Serbia should have changed the law then. What are the laws around the world? European countries have different age limits, 12, 14, but it's 10 in UK. I would vote for UK law. However, even if Serbia changes the law, this would mean nothing for Costa. He cannot be charged because the bar was at 14 when he committed his crime. Some unverified sources claim that he is 2 months away from turning 14. Some speculate that he decided to attack now because he was aware he cannot be charged. But he can be sent to a mental hospital where he could potentially remain for decades. Serbia has no death penalty and the harshest sentence was 40 years in prison. But Serb lawmakers realized that young people will live past 40 years in prison. In 2019, Serbian law introduced life in prison. Costa's father was arrested, but he cannot be charged for the murders. Serbian law states that one cannot serve time for the crimes of another person. His father will most likely be charged for endangering the public by letting his son access to weapons. He could be sentenced to 2 to 12 years in prison. What about the public in Serbia? People are not shocked that the school shooting happened. It was just a matter of time. Serbian schools have huge problem with bullying. Moral values are at the lowest level. Parents don't talk to their children and don't listen to their problems. Children have wrong role models and idols. Serbian tabloids and reality shows promote thug life. Kids grow up believing that it is fine to steal things, take drugs, cheat on your spouse. This problem was brewing since 1980s when criminals became celebrities in Serbia. Serbian public is more shocked by the age of the shooter and by the school he targeted. Vladislav Ribnikar is one of the most famous elementary schools in Belgrade and is usually called just Ribnikar. The school is the only one in Belgrade that offers French lessons since 1st grade. This is the reason why many French citizens send their kids to Ribnikar. One of the girls who died had French citizenship. Longtime school principal was Vesna Fila, the wife of famous lawyer Toma Fila. Vesna Fila wrote French textbooks that were used all over Serbia. Vesna Fila often gave interviews and promoted Ribnikar. Ribnikar became synonym for French language. Ribnikar has no gangs, no major drug problem, and kids come from middle class to upper class families. Few days ago, if anyone asked me where the mass school shooting could happen, Ribnikar would be the last school on my mind. Ribnikar is located in Vračar municipality. Vračar is often described as one of the best neighborhoods in Belgrade. Sensava Temple is also located in Vračar. We don't know why Costa decided to shoot at school. First reports claimed that Costa was bullied, but later reports said that he was just ignored. Serbs love conspiracy theories, and there are many crazy stories circulating. Many Serbs refuse to accept that the story is simple: disturbed boy shot at school. They want to add Illuminati, Satanists, Serb politicians, foreign security agencies to the story. One day after the shooting in Ribnikar, another mass shooting happened. 21-year-old Uroš shot people in several villages near Mladenovac. Mladenovac is a municipality of Belgrade. Uroš killed 8 and wounded 12. He shot strangers from his car. Were the shootings connected? I don't think so. There is significant age difference between Costa and Uroš. There is no evidence they knew one another. Costa planned his attack, while it seems that Uroš didn't have a plan. Uroš was arrested and he is facing 20 years in prison. Serb law is lenient towards younger offenders. Personally, I think he should be given life in prison. Currently, there are protests in Serbia against the violence. Some are calling for regime change. Some are talking about new 5th October revolution. Only God knows what will happen.